Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video I'm going to talk about, well, it was basically, I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but just basically something about it. It was a dream. I just woke up from a nap. Today is January 25th, 2021. I got to get used to saying 21. That's a lot of people I know do. But I had taken a nap. I had eaten some popcorn before then. I was watching a show, a video or something. And it was kind of strange what happened after that. I fell asleep, like I said, and then I had this dream. It was still like what's going on, but I think a little bit futuristic. And I basically hadn't been around anybody for a long time, which is true to this day. I mean, I've been around people, but not like like you used to in the past. You could be around people, and I have been around in my household. I've been through drive-thrus. I've only been in one store, and that was because the doctor sent me there to go see the pharmacist. And one time in all this time, since sometime in February, March, something like that. And anyway, that became part of my dream. And it was, like I said, kind of futuristic. And I was somewhere, and I was doing the social distancing, but I was also in some kind of, it was a really nice building and everything. And one of the men around my age, actually older than I, he was a surgeon or something. He was a healthcare professional, and he saw me in there, and I don't know why I was there, but anyway, one of my sisters was there, and I was staying my distance from her, and he came in, and he was so happy to see me, and so said, "I'm so glad that you're back with her. Y'all are talking again," and all this stuff. And then he kissed me right flat on the lips, and I said, "Are you crazy? During this is what you're going to do. You could be spreading germs to me, and you could give it to me." And I was real angry, and he would just laugh, thought it was funny. I don't know what the heck that dream was about. And then something similar later on in the dream happened too, like that, similar. Somebody just spread and didn't care. And it was a different sibling, different sister in that part. And it was weird. I was like, okay, what is this trying to tell me? I don't believe in psychics and stuff like that. I mean, to each their own, as long as they're not hurting anybody and themselves and not doing anything illegal, along that line, you get the gist. But I just don't believe in it. Psychics or anything really kind of like along that line that would be woo. I believe in coincidences, and in this incident, this dream, I think it was because I had popcorn before I fell asleep. But it was actually most of my life I've always wondered, what are these dreams about? And the weird thing is I have recurring dreams that always happen around the time I have more than one recurring dream, more than one set. And we always have a theme, more than one theme, and each theme has it comes around in a different time, and something after that will happen. But, it could be because I tell myself, this is going to happen, and so therefore I have a dream along that line. See, you look at things in more than one way. Sometimes we try to make it woo. But when it's not. It's just, your brain preparing yourself for something, and you're doing it yourself. You're, like, if you're having anxiety against something, or you're anxious for something, or whatever, it kind of drifts into your dreams. And sometimes that's how I see it. But this one, so when I like when I wake up from it and I start thinking about something, well, what is this meaning? What is the purpose? And it's something going on in me. okay? And I don't think it's predictive, of what's going to happen, but there could be things that I'm not seeing in the, I'm not thinking this could happen or that would lead to this. Maybe I'm too busy thinking about something else in the waking hours, too busy thinking about something else. I'm not connecting the dots so that I see, well, this could happen and this might be leading up to it. To see those two sisters again and people being happy about it, cheerful. And when I'm saying what the, and it kind of worries me because I have more than that, siblings. And when I started thinking about it, I'm thinking, oh, I hope it's nothing bad. And where are the other ones? You see, it went from happy to sad. And maybe there was something, like I say, something I've not been paying attention to that I need to pay attention to in this. So, but anyway, I thought I'd come out here and sit out here and make a video and put it up. Eventually, I think, it's a big think, that my issues with the Wi-Fi have been, went away, basically, after a reset by the Wi-Fi company. It's the whole package thing, Wi-Fi and cable, all that. And even though one of them months ago had told us what, this weird, strange thing, and I told the woman, the recent one, and like our cable went out, and then I called to, see what was going on, and they, did that whole thing. I told her about it, and she said, I've never heard anything like that ever before. And the first person that I remember we told about it says, we don't know what's going on. And there was only one, and a whole bunch of calls and everything since sometime like in March or April last year, of course. And that one person told us that it was just something strange, like your cell phone tries to keep first place in the position on on their Wi-Fi, and it will knock him off of his work, because if you are, if yours goes off and on or something like that. It was weird, and we found it to be true. But then at some point, did it stop? And we just I had gotten so used to it that I wouldn't use my cell phone, all day until he got off of work. He works from home, so. But anyway, I don't know. It wasn't something I tested. Just on purpose and knock him off on purpose to test it. Just wasn't. Anyway, so maybe I'll be able to make more videos, and although I'm really getting into this of something that I had started years and years ago, and I always wanted to do something like it in my life, some way. Not always, I guess, really, probably always since I was a child. And that was just to write stuff, and I've been one to write stuff throughout my life. And depending on what I was doing, like when I was at college, college and university, I had to write a lot, and that was nonfiction. I had to write for the class. I had to write, papers and stuff like that. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's something I like to do. I can just sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write about this, and boom, 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 boom. And it's there. And recently, again, but much deeper than ever in my life, since sometime, I think December of 2019, somewhere around there, I just started writing stories. It's got the, what are they called? See, I need to start looking up some of these words. Haven't used them forever and a day. Protagonist and antagonist, and they all have that, and they're about some parts about mystery, intrigue, and it's going to be kind of futuristic too, eventually, and all these. But I do some of them in PowerPoint. Actually, that's very difficult. Trust me. At least it is for me, and I've used PowerPoint how many years? But writing a story in PowerPoint, yeah. It's really, there are rough drafts and highlights and an outline and stuff like that, and I'm just rough drafting it. And It's a big series, lots of little series mixed in with one huge one, or they all kind of connect together, but they're a bunch of little series within, kind of normal, right? It depends. And it's fun to me. I enjoy it. Seriously, I just sit down and the stories come to my mind. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I think, okay, this character, and boom. So much comes into my head about that character. And it just grows and develops. It's so interesting to me. And, you know, of course, it's me. There's nobody taking over me. It's just, I've always been like this. I used to do that to help myself fall asleep. Just come up with stories, you know. I've been like this since I was a young child in school, that, you know, so much of it was about reading when I was really young, reading and writing, and you know, come up with stories in school, and so much, and it just became a habit, I guess. It happens quite, you know. Anyway, that's something I've been enjoying doing, so, you know, I'm going to do it Friday. Anyway, I'll talk to you on another video.